Hello students. So now in this lecture we're gonna start with the second exercise, that means the type number 2. As your type number 2, it is based on the ready-made values. It means you will have this ready-made value. Simply you have to guess the formula, which formula will come, apply the formula, substitute the given value. You have to guess the formula according to the given condition. As here we have some values, according to that you have to guess which formula will come. Okay, and as in the previous lecture we saw the sum based on the regression equation for the larger values. Yes or no? As in this lecture we'll see sum based on ready-made values. So let's have a quick revision of the formula which we had did in the first lecture and in the previous lecture also. As we all know that how to find the value of n, it's the number of observation in x and y. This is x mean and this is y mean. To find x mean, the formula is total of xi upon n. To find y mean, it is total of yi upon n. Regression equation of y on x, and this is on right hand side, it is regression equation of x on y. And in the previous lecture only I had explained each and everything about y on x and x on y, how to guess that particular, in that particular question we have to find y on x or we have to find x on y. Yes or no? So now, as the regression equation of y on x, here we have two formula. You can use this one or either this. In both the cases you will get same answer. Here also you can apply the first one or the second one. In the both the cases you will get the same answer. But here in the first, as you will apply this formula, first you have to find a, okay, a and byx. First you have to find the value of a and then you have to substitute the value here to get the answer. When you will apply this formula, what will happen? Simply you have to replace the value of x mean, y mean and byx. That's it, and you will get the answer. When you will apply this formula, you have to apply this two formula. When you will apply the second one, simply you have to apply this one formula, substitute the value of x mean, y mean, byx. You will get the answer. They are also same. But in the both the cases you will get the same answer. Now it is on you. If you want to apply the first one, you can apply the first. If you want to apply the second also, still you will get the same answer. Don't worry. Okay. Now the second point is what? A regression coefficient. This is equation, this is coefficient. Yeah, what do you mean by coefficient? Remember this. Okay, equation, coefficient, and there is one more word which is known as what? Coefficient of correlation. Okay, this small things you have to remember. As here regression coefficient of y on x means byx. This byx stand for regression coefficient, bxy stand for regression coefficient x on y. As here we have three formula to find byx. As I told, first one you have to apply when the values are smaller, second for the larger value, and third when you have the ready-made values. Okay, same here also. The first one for the smaller, second one for the larger, and the third one when you have the ready-made values. Okay, there are some more formulas to find byx and bxy. As in the second exercise, there are 3 to 4 sum in which you have to find byx and bxy with respect to standard deviation. The symbol, as I told, The symbol actually it is known as what? Standard deviation. And standard deviation means what? This denominator part. This denominator part is the standard deviation actually. Okay, remember this. As in the second exercise, to find byx and bxy, when you will count, here we have three formulas and this is the fourth one. For bxy also 1 2 3, and here is the fourth one. That your challenging part is what? You have to guess the proper byx and bxy which will come. Okay, it's all depend on the condition. It's all depend on the values which are given in the question. Okay, so that is the challenging part here. You have to guess the proper byx to get the answer, and it's all depend on the condition, the data which is given. Okay, from this you will come to know which formula will come. Okay, now the coefficient of correlation means what? R. Remember this. As this formula it was not there in the first exercise, but this third formula will play an important role in the second exercise. As the it says that small r, it's known as what? Coefficient of correlation. Remember this. Coefficient regression. This is regression, and small r stand for correlation. So r equals to plus minus square root byx into bxy. Remember this. If both the values of byx and bxy are positive, then r is positive. Okay, when byx and bxy are positive, then r is positive. If both are negative, then r is negative. Remember this. It cannot happen byx is positive and this one is negative, or vice versa. Either the both the values will be positive or both the values will be negative. If both are positive, then r is positive. If both are negative, then r is negative. Remember this. And remember the symbol. This stands for sigma actually, but here in this chapter we'll say it is known as standard deviation. Actually, this denominator part, can you see this denominator, this section, this part is standard deviation for x mean. This part for standard deviation, here denominator part, can you see this denominator part? This part it is known as standard deviation, but for y mean, because here it is y mean and here it is x mean. Okay, now we'll see some formulas. There are some 3 4 formulas, new formula which you have to apply in the second exercise. That means we can see the type number 2. Here the byx, when you have the value, when you have this value, standard deviation of y and standard deviation of x, and then you have to find bxy or byx. See to that you have to apply this 2 formula. You cannot apply this formula to get the answer of byx and bxy. When you have this ready-made value of this 2 ready-made value, and then you have to find bxy and byx, straight away you will apply this formula to get the answer. Okay, so remember this. There are many sums in the second exercise where instead of using these all formulas of byx and bxy, you have to apply this formula, because you will have the value of standard deviation of y, standard deviation of x, and you will have the value of r also. Remember this. When you have r means what? It is known as coefficient of correlation. Remember this. When you have the value of r, standard deviation of y, standard deviation of x, it is known as st, that means standard deviation, then you have to apply this formula. Okay, now in statement sum they will use this word sum of square of deviation for x mean and y mean. When it says that sum of square of deviation for x mean, it means, okay, this is known as what? Total sum. Actually this is sum. Square, this is square. deviation, as I told, deviation means what? The denominator part. So whenever the word comes, remember this directly, okay? As a formula, you can buy at this. Whenever the word comes in the statement sum of the square of deviation of x mean and y mean, summation of xi minus x mean the whole square, and summation yi minus y mean the whole square is known as sum of square of deviation of x mean and y mean. When it says x mean, so this will come. When it says y mean, so this part will come. Understood? And sum means what? The sigma. Remember this. When it says that sum of the product of deviation, sum of the product of the deviation, if they use the word square, square will come. Now here sum means the total of product of which the deviation of both x mean and y mean. So here simply you will multiply this two part. So remember this, whenever the word comes sum of the square of the deviation of x mean and y mean, this will come. When it says that sum of the product, so simply you have to multiply this two and then the symbol will come. Okay, so last one is coefficient of correlation. As we know that small as r stand for what? Coefficient of correlation. R equals to plus minus square root byx and bxy. So let's begin with the first sum. So here in the first sum, we have the values for the bivariate data x mean, y mean, byx and bxy. Clearly we can see that here we have the value of x mean, y mean, byx and bxy, and the first question which we have to find is correlation coefficient between x and y. As we know that the meaning of correlation coefficient is what? The small r. That means we have to find small r and then estimate y for x equals to 50. Estimate means find. What we have to find? Y when we have x. As we know that when x is given and y we have to find, it means y on x. When you have to find x and y is given, it means x on y. That means for the second one we have to find the regression equation y on x. For the third one we have to find regression equation x on y. As this type of the sum we had seen in the previous video also. Yes or no? So first we'll start with the first one. Here the first one which we have to find is what? Small r. So small r is known as what? Correlation coefficient. So we'll start with the solution part. Okay. So here we have the value of x mean, that is 53, y mean, that is 28, byx is minus 1.2 and bxy equals to minus 0.3. The first one which we have to find is what? The coefficient of correlation, that means r. So the formula for r, we know that it is what? R equals to plus minus square root of byx into bxy. Yes or no? Now we'll substitute the value here. R equals to, as we know that either the answer will be plus or it will be minus. Here clearly we can see that byx and bxy both are negative. As per the rule, as we know that when both are positive, so r, the value of r will be positive. When both are negative, the value of r will be negative. So here clearly we can see that the value of r will be what? Negative. First we'll substitute the value and see what is the answer. So here byx is minus 1 by 2, bxy is minus 0.3. So therefore r equals to plus minus. So we know that minus into minus is plus. When you will multiply 1.2 into 0.3, so you will get 0.36 as an answer. So therefore the next part will be what? R equals to plus minus. Now here we have to find the square root of 0.36. Now there are three ways from which you can find your square root answer. One method is what? By using square root division method, which was there in your 8th standard, as I hope you all might be knowing this method, square root division method, which was there in 8th standard. Yes or no? A basic part. This is a rough work, I can say. Okay, now so here actually you have to find the square root by using square root division method, or else there are 3-4 other method also. Now without using also we can find our answer, because here clearly we can see that the square root of 36 will be what? 6, but here we have 0 point. So can I say the answer will be what? Logically the answer will be 0.6, because when you will multiply 0.6 into 0.6, clearly we can see the answer will be 0.36. Okay, so by using square root division method also you can find your answer. Okay, so this method is known as square root division method, which was there in 8th standard. Or else by tricky way also you can, by technique also you can find your answer directly. Okay, if you know the square root of 36. So as we know that square root of 36 is 6, but here it is 0 point, so I wrote 0.6. So when you will multiply 0.6 two times, so you will get 0.36. That's it. Okay, so now this method actually it is applicable when the square root is perfect, like 25, 36, 49. Okay, when it is, suppose when it is 0.717, okay, yeah, 1725, here we cannot find the answer directly. So for this types of sum you have to apply square root division method to find your answer. Remember this. Okay, this tricks and techniques, it is only for perfect square, when it is 1, 4, 9, 36, 49, like that. Okay, so here the value of r, clearly we can say that it will be minus 0.6. Why? As per the rule, as we know that when both the values are negative, then r is negative. So here you will write, since b yx and b xy both are negative, okay, so r is negative. That's it. This you can write as a reason. Okay, now we'll move on to the next part, that is the second one. So what is the second one? As in the second part we have to find what? We have to find estimate y for x equals to 50. That means, okay, we have to find the regression equation y on x. Yes or no? The meaning of estimate y for x equals to 50, it means what? A regression equation y on x only. Yes or no? So we know that what is the regression equation of y on x? As there are two formulas. As I told, you can apply this one also or this one also to get the answer. Okay, so whenever it is ready-made value, see to that apply the second one. Okay, so here the formula is what? Y minus y mean equals to byx in bracket x minus x mean. So therefore y minus y mean Y mean is what? 28. Byx is what? Minus 1.2. X minus x mean is what? 53. So therefore the next step will be what? Y minus 28 equals to, bracket open, so you will get 1.2 x minus minus will be what? Plus, and this will be 1.2 into 53. Yes or no? So after this will be what? Y minus 28 equals to minus 1.2x plus, so when you will multiply 53 into 1.2, okay, so here you will get what? 2 3s are 6, 2 5s are 10, 0, 3, and this is 5 to 6, 3, 6, so decimal will be after one place, so this will be 63.6. So in the next step we'll keep this y as it is, shift this minus 22 on the right hand side, so minus 1.2x plus 63.6, this will go that side, so this will be plus 28, so therefore y equals to minus 1.2x. Okay, so when you will add this two number, you will get 63 and this will be what? 91.6. So here this part which we got, actually it is what? It is a regression equation y on x. It is a regression equation y on x. But here we have to estimate, we have to find the value of y for x equals to 50. So simply what you will do? You will replace this x by 50 to get the answer of y. So therefore y equals to, so when you will multiply this part, so 1.2 into 50, that means 12 5s are 60, so answer will be minus 60, as 12 50s it is 600. Okay, so one decimal, so the answer will be 60. So here minus is there, so minus 60 plus 91.6. So therefore the answer for the y will be what? When you will plus minus is minus, 91.6 minus 60 will be what? 31.6 is the answer. So here we got the answer of y, okay, when x was 50. Understood? So in this way you have to find when you have the ready-made values. Okay, so now the next one is what? For the next one we'll see. So the next one we have to estimate x for y. So that means actually we have to find a regression equation x on y. Yes or no? X on y. So for x on y, also here also we have two formula. As I told, you can apply the first one also, this part, or the second one also. Okay, in both the cases you will get same answer. As here clearly we can see that we have x mean, y mean, and bxy. X mean, y mean, bxy. So we'll apply the second formula. Okay, so second formula is what? X minus x mean, okay, equals to bxy. Inside the bracket it will be y minus y mean. So simply substitute the value. X minus x mean is what? 53. Okay, y mean bxy is what? Minus 0.3. Y minus y mean is what? 28. So therefore x minus 53 equals to, bracket open, so you will get minus 0.3 y, this minus minus will be plus 0.3 into 28. So therefore x minus 53 equals to minus 0.3, y will be same, So when you will multiply this two number, okay, so you will get 3 8s are 24, 6 84, so that means 8.4. So the next step will be what? Keep this x as it is, minus 0.3y plus 8.4. Shift this minus 53 on right hand side. So this will be plus. So next step will be x equals to minus 0.3y. So when you will add this two number, 53, 8.4, 7, 8, so 61.4 will be the answer. So this actually we got the regression equation x on y, yes or no? But we have to estimate x when we have y equals to 25. So simply what you will do, you will replace the value of y by 25 to get the answer of x. So when you will multiply 0.3 25, so 325 is 75, so 7.5 will be the answer. Here it is minus, so you will write minus plus 61.4. So therefore the next step will be x will be equals to plus minus minus. So when you will subtract this 61.4 minus 7.5, so the answer will be 3.9. So this we got the value of x when y was 25. Understood? So in this way you will present your sum. Got the idea? I hope so you understood the first example, and the same sum actually it is there in the exercise. Simply you have to guess the formula, which formula will come according to the condition which is given. Apply the formula, substitute the value, straight away you will get the answer. So your first one was correlation coefficient between x and y. Correlation coefficient means what? Small r. So r equals to plus minus. This was the formula. To find the square root, directly you can find by using tricky method, as here the number is perfect square, or else you can find your answer by using square root division method. Remember, when both the values are positive, so r is positive. When both the values are negative, then r is negative. Remember this also, when we have to find y, x is given, it means y on x. When you have to find x, y is given, it means x on y. So second part was y on x, and the third one it was x on y. I hope so you all understood the first one. So let's move on to the second sum.